we have got to stand up not only to Bush, but to the very, very powerful special interest who control so much of the legislation that we deal with.
Indeed. Dennis in Woodland Hills, California. You're on the air with Senator Bernie Sanders.
Senator, isn't there some kind of provision in the law that would allow us to indict the guy that in the middle of the night put in a provision in the Medicare bill that you can negotiate drug prices with the pharmaceutical companies? I can't think of his name, but he ended up getting a $2 million job.
Well, I mean, that's just one example of the most significant political reality that we deal with every single day. In this case, the drug companies wrote the Medicare prescription bill, Part D. And what they did is they put in a so-called donut hole, and we can't negotiate with the government to lower the prices that Medicare has to buy prescription drugs. One of the key authors of that bill is a fellow named Billy Townsend, who was then chairman of the Commerce Committee in the House. A few years after he helped write the bill, to nobody's surprise, Billy Townsend ends up making a couple of $1 million a year running Pharma, which is the trade group for the pharmaceutical industry. But that's just one example. Why do you think the President and Congress have not been as strong as they should be in terms of moving to sustainable energy, in terms of trying to lower the cost of gas and gas and oil? Do you think it may have something to do with the hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in campaign contributions and lobbying going on by the energy companies? Why do you think we are the only country in the industrialized world not to have a national health care program? Does it have something to do with the enormous power of the insurance companies? Why are we paying 25, 29% interest rates on their credit card? Don't think that hasn't everything to do with the enormous power of Wall Street and the banks and the financial institutions. So the key struggle that we are involved in right now is putting people into Congress, developing a strong grassroots movement around a progressive agenda that is prepared to take on enormously powerful people who also, by the way, control to a large degree what we see here in Reed. So we got a big fight in front of us. But I have to tell you, Tom, I am feeling much better than I have in many, many years. I think people are beginning to understand what's going on in this country and want us to move in a very different direction.
Yeah, amen. I absolutely agree.